He's like a gunslinger. He's just really soft-spoken, and he's just chill. And then he gets out there. And bang, 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 bang.
The blues turned my life upside down. Had me going places and doing things that, when I look back, seems crazy.
He is a living legend from Chicago's West Side who's become one of the most influential guitarists of all time. Buddy Guy is a Rock and Roll Hall of Fame inductee, 8-time Grammy winner, and there is now a new documentary on PBS in honor of his 85th birthday. It's called Buddy Guy, The Blues Chase the Blues Away.
Camille Yorick is one of the executive producers, and she joins us this morning. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you guys?
Good. Good to have you with us. Now, of course,
nice to be here.
We know who Buddy Guy is. We know what the blues is, but I don't really know much about the blues or Buddy Guy. What made him a pioneer?
Well, I mean, Buddy's story is the story of the blues. It's the story of American music. You know what I mean? Like, that art form is the art in the DNA of all music in America. You don't get rock and roll without the blues. You don't get R&B without the blues. You don't get hip hop without the blues. And that's what Buddy's story is about.
You know, we've always heard of him starting out at the famous Chess Records here in Chicago, and there was an interesting nugget that I think we found that they initially wanted him to just be a session musician because they thought he was a little too shy and they didn't like him playing so loud in the sessions. They wanted him to tone it down. Am I getting that right?
That's 100% right. I mean, he started off as a musician who was very much about the craft, but ultimately, the more you get to see what he does, you know, he's a magnificent performer. He gives it all. He's free on stage, and people saw that and were interested. He had a lot of people that backed him in the beginning, and he was able to create a beautiful career.
It's unbelievable to hear that he was actually shy at one point and didn't like to sing.
Yeah, this is a guy who was born in Louisiana, lived on a sharecropping farm, picked cotton as a kid, had to walk miles to school, you know, and here he is in Chicago with all these amazing blues greats. And the longer he was in Chicago, the more he got sort of confident in his talent and his abilities. And that's the story that's being told in the documentary.
And so, but what does he do with the guitar that made him transitional? Is that, I know that's kind of an, maybe it's a little bit of a too inside baseball musical question, but usually when someone's a pioneer, it's because they've done something different with their artistry.
100%. I think that he just never stopped discovering what the guitar could do. He is a music lover. He loves his craft, like I said. So, you know, once he got into it and he started doing it, he did it 24 hours a day. You know, he talks about it in the documentary. He could sleep with his guitar. And also we have some amazing recounts from amazing, talented guitarists that have been influenced by him in the documentary. Eric Clapton, Santana, Gary Clark Jr. They sort of describe how special his artistry is.
Wow. And does he still enjoy playing now? He's 85, and what does he say about all of this, a documentary being done about him? Because he's very soft-spoken.
Yeah, I mean, he's soft-spoken, but he's got a lot of stories. So when you get time to talk to him, like I did, he still loves what he does. He's got a blues club in Chicago called Legends. You know, I went to see him play there one time. It was one of the highlights of my year that year. And he got on stage and he starts, every night that he's there, he'll go up and start riffing and playing, and people love it. And when we talked about this documentary, what he said to me was, you know what, I want my flowers while I can smell them, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
and this guy, he's still recording music. He's working on an album now. He just won his last Grammy in 2019. You know what I mean? That was 2 years ago. So he's still active. He's still out there. And I think as long as he's feeling good, he'll keep playing.
Well, he's a Chicago legend for sure. We appreciate you talking with us this morning. You can watch the documentary on pbs.org/American Masters and check out buddyguy.net for more information. Thanks so much, Camille.
Thank you.
Thank you.